How do you feel knowing that your work saves lives?
Таке відчуття.
There's a feeling that you're truly useful, that you're not just doing something for money, and that's the end of it. At one point, the HEBRON Academy did something good for me, helped me out in the darkest times. So now I'm kind of paying it forward, hoping it will continue to spread, and more people will get the help they need.
I grew up in an orphanage. After my mother lost her parental rights, I lived in various dorms and shelters for orphans. Eventually, I realized I needed to grow, improve, and constant development became the essence of my life. I had to change my life somehow, and I was looking for every option available at that time. And then I discovered HEBRON. It was an incredible opportunity for me that changed my life for good. I cannot put it in words how grateful I was for that.
What motivated me to apply wasn't just the chance to get into IT, but also the values of the Academy as a whole. One of its main principles is helping those in need. How HEBRON helped me before. That really resonated with me, and I'm proud to be part of this community.
I'm a soldier's son. My father has always been a role model for me, and I really want to be like him. That's actually what led me to HEBRON Academy, because here I see a real opportunity to do good and share that good with others.
After losing a limb, I went through a long recovery. The mental part took even longer than the physical. I spent 6 months in rehabilitation, and then I received a prosthetic, a probionic arm, which I learned to use and mastered in just 2 to 3 days. Before that, I was given some great advice. To always keep my muscles working, biceps, triceps, forearms, etc. I had to train and prepare myself.
I saw a fascinating opportunity in 3D printing, which later evolved into developing a prosthetic hand, assembling all the parts, the fingers, the wrist, connecting Arduino and ESP.
Arduino became the heart of our prosthetic hand, and Ignition took the role of a visualization and sensor activity monitoring system. ESP was the board that provided communication between Arduino and Ignition. Honestly, I don't know how we would have done it without those systems, or how we would have reached the results we have now.
It all started with a small task, just to do a tiny research and collect some data on prosthetics. But then we started delving deeper and deeper into this topic. So it ended up with me integrating an ESP module, then connecting it with backend, configuring communication between the ESP module and Arduino, and compiling data. It was really fascinating.
Probably the biggest challenge was the technology itself. It was all new to us, both the hardware and software, especially establishing near real-time communication between Ignition and the mechanical prosthetic.
We had to understand the Arduino codebase, the ESP codebase, work with libraries and modules, and set up communication between them using RX and TX pins. So, on the ESP side, we also had to configure Wi-Fi connections, password storage, traffic filtering, and so on. Then, on the Arduino side, we were gathering data, aggregating it, and sending it to the ESP module. But what stuck with me most was the moment when the ESP module finally connected after a million attempts and failures. And it started sending data to the back end. It was a big personal triumph, really, because I didn't have this kind of experience before.
Just the fact that you guys made it on a 3D printer, that alone is amazing. If I had received it earlier, maybe in the 2nd month of my rehab, I would have understood much better how it all works. Everyone who's been wounded has some kind of illusion about how their prosthetic will work, because they just don't know yet. You think it's going to completely change your life, but in reality, you mostly have to learn to do everything without your hand, and treat the prosthetic as an assistive tool. That's when it all starts to make sense. I tried using it, and now I understand things will definitely get better. So yes, it's absolutely useful.
Of course, we gathered a lot of information, did a lot of research, and learned a lot. It was a process of implementing and learning combined. We talked as a team every day, highlighted bottlenecks, discussed challenges, and unclear parts. We did our best to work together, both technically and organizationally. And that's exactly what helped us move forward.
What I remember the most was when the prosthetic finally worked, because it didn't happen right away.
There were emotional ups and downs. You constantly think about it. When you wake up, when you have lunch, even when you go to bed, your mind won't let go of it. And when something finally works, it's like euphoria.
It all showed me how important teamwork is, and how crucial it is to believe in the project.
Despite all the challenges our team faced, and all the obstacles we had to overcome, we're proud we still managed to win the Educational Engagement Firebrand Award. We're happy we could make ourselves known. What I've learned is that, no matter what obstacles you face, you can still do something meaningful, and the world will hear about it, especially when you do good things, and people around you want to help you spread it.
For me, this is a chance to offer hope to those who no longer have it, to those who are still fighting. I feel like I'm doing something meaningful. I truly want this project to move from just prototyping to real-world use, because I want it to actually help people.
I don't expect anything in return. I just pass the good forward. It feels good to help others, knowing that one day it'll bring a smile to their face.
The concept of paying it forward means a lot to me. I imagine a dark street where each person screws in a light bulb and the street slowly lights up.
Once I received kindness at Hebron, and now I'm happy to pay it forward.
That's awesome. Thank you for your help.